Welcome to the Incoherent Podcast. Welcome to episode 12 of the Incoherent Podcast. I'm joined by Zach, Hoover, as always. How are your weekends, boys?
Weekend wasn't too bad this week. Home for the next couple of weeks for work, so got to sleep in my own bed for this weekend.
Yeah, well, you had an extra couple of days to get shit done as well because the cricket ended like your sex life prematurely.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You got nothing, do you?
Do you really want to go there?
I'm good.
Are you
I told
sure,
Amanda,
Mr.
I told
Buttplug?
Amanda I'm like Afterpay. I've got to give it to her in installments.
So,
Hoover's very quiet.
Hi, I'm Ben.
hi, Ben.
Yeah, no, my weekend was the same as every other weekend. Work, bit of shit at home.
I should start the podcast with, "Hey boys, how was work?"
Yeah,
Pretty much. Right.
Mm.
We do that. All right.
I've been
You
at work
show up
since
and get
last Friday.
attendance money.
Yeah, still work.
You going to work is like kids going to play sport these days. You just get a participation award.
I'm okay with that.
Wouldn't
did
know what
think
a
about
hard
turning
day's
in.
work is.
I do. I've had a pretty exciting week, because, what was it, Monday morning, went and picked up a new Oklahoma Joe smoker offset for Christmas, a present from my wife and my mum, and then took my wife into Harvey Norman today, and I've walked out with a gaming monitor, a chair, steering wheel, shifter, a lot of shit that I didn't really need. So
What'd you buy shifted from Harvey Norman's? You can get them from Repco a lot cheaper.
Yeah, Bunnings sell them as well.
Yeah.
for the PlayStation,
What size shifter?
big one.
I got one with a spike on the end. It's called a podgy
Yeah.
bar.
For our New Zealand listeners, a crescent.
Crescent.
Yeah, that's what they call shifters, crescents.
How do you know that?
Because I work with a crew of Kiwis.
You sure they're not bullshitting now?
No. Crescent, Google it.
Well, what's the crack, Zach?
Hey,
What?
What's the crack?
you want to talk about the crack?
Oh, what's the crack?
You're going back to your whole couple of weeks you spent working with a few Irish lads.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. And some Tongans that I don't want to run into anymore. Anyway.
just because they want to see you stretch your foreskin over a scooter glass on the side of the M4 highway.
So you finally got out your story. Are you going to actually tell it properly, or just leave it to the imagination?
Oh, no, I'm just going to let people ponder upon this. And, yeah, it's probably one of the highlights of my life. And seeing the look in that Tongan's face when he wanted to go and get you to do it.
Just seeing the look on my face when he asked me to, and I'm looking at him like I don't even have a foreskin, dude. So unlucky for him. Yeah. Ashes were on. It all started Friday, finished Saturday. Is that the quickest test match you've ever seen in your life?
It was pretty quick. Good to see wickets falling and excitement, but yeah, it's as a fan that loves 5-day test match cricket, it was fairly average. Batting, pretty dismal. Both sides, Australia's first innings, they give away wickets cheaply. England bowled all right the first innings. Archer and Wood and Co, they were up there bowling good heat, but I think Australia was a little bit shell shocked that bit of extra speed and bounce. And it's Bumrah, haven't really faced it for a while, so from both ends, yeah, it was probably a bit of a shock for them. But England's batting, it was atrocious. Stark, what he did with that ball.
I think the pitch might have added a lot to do with it because
Nah,
there was no batsman out there that looked comfortable behind the ball. Even when Head got his 100, he didn't look that comfortable.
that's a Western Australian pitch. It's always got that extra bounce. Even the Wacker was like that for years. Always Western Australia, that extra bounce, extra pace coming through. Get through to day 3, 4, and 5, just flattens right out.
Yeah,
but yeah,
didn't make
that was England's chance to win a game. Australia's going to get better. Australia's bowling attack's going to get better with Cummins and Hazelwood coming back in.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, though. Going into the next test, do you leave Cummings out because you're already up 1-0 and give him an extra couple of weeks to recover for his back and not risk him?
Well, he's the captain. He's going to want to play. So it's going to come down to him and the selectors, really. Yeah. Bowling was pretty good, but
I think there's a little bit of an opportunity, to be honest. They're up 1-0. Usman had trouble with his back because of his golf trip the day before.
Wow.
A lot of the Australian team are getting a little bit older. Khawaja, Smith, they're getting a little bit older. Do you maybe leave Usman out and bring a Constas in for experience?
Usman won't play this next test. I think he'll be dropped and let rest. I think you'll find that they'll look to leave Head at the top.
Yeah.
And probably bring in an extra all-rounder. And, probably Bo Webster gets another crack. Just give it that middle-order batsman that can get through a few overs. Go to the Gabba. He's big, tall, lanky fellow. He can get through that crease. And then if Cummins comes back in, well, he's also another bat. Even if he comes in as a bat and doesn't bowl many overs, you save his back that way and just let him ease back into it. But I think he's the Australian captain. He's got to be there. Smith, he does a pretty damn good job and he's got a great record as a captain, but he knows it's only part time.
Yeah. And I think Stark did unbelievable. Well and truly deserved that man of the match. I know Travis Head put in a good performance coming out and opening in the second innings, but I think the win comes from Stark.
At the end of the day, Travis Head's a batsman. He can come out and bat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. It doesn't matter. He's going out to do the job that he's selected to do in that team.
Yeah. The same about the bowling.
That's I know, but Stark's also part of a quartet with Hazelwood. To have Doggett come in his first ever test match, and then you also got Boland that's got a dozen test matches under his belt as well. Stark stood up. So Stark's game's far better than Travis Head's, I believe. For a batsman to score 100 than a bowler to take 10 wickets in a match.
Yeah, I can't wait for the next test. I was really hoping that would be a long, grinding match, but it wasn't. See what happens. Hoover, the Perth Bears are in dramas, and Mia Meninga wants concessions to try and attract players to the West. What do you reckon?
Look, it'll probably end up what's going on with the Perth Bears at the moment. Players are saying that though they are thinking about going over there, but going to get the big names.
I think it's going to be a case of the same thing as the Dolphins. A lot of big names walked into that club here, had a chat with them, said everything went good, and then signed with somebody else. It's just going to take time. Unproven franchise. You don't know what they're going to be like. I think it's a pretty good appeal for somebody that wants to be out of the spotlight. In Sydney, it'll be like a Melbourne sort of thing where, you can wander around, nobody knows who you are. You can get on with life and just concentrate on your game. You don't have to worry about the media and all of that too much because you won't hear anything. So I think it's a good spot to be. I'll probably be a bit unlucky to miss out on Campbell, but it looks like the Titans might be actually trying to achieve something up there.
I think they're in the rebuild stage at the moment with having like Matty Johns and that coming in.
Yeah.
Bring a few more high profile players there.
Campbell's their halfback. I've said it throughout the year. Campbell is at number 7 at Gold Coast, and I would not be surprised if AJ Brimson gets released. He's on too much money for him to sitting out in the centres, and he needs to get his hands on the ball. Yeah, I think they're going to look at age coming through and being able to build a spine for multiple years. And they'll go with Kinney at fullback over Brimson. Brimson's not a 6. He can play 6 and he can fill that role, but yeah, he's either got to take a serious pay cut so that they can bolster their forward pack, or yeah, he either plays, does that, plays 14 or out in the centres. But they need to go for an out and out number 6 that can play beside Campbell and build a spine for them to go forward into the future.
I just think they've signed a few younger players and all that, but
Yeah.
really, who is going to be their marquee player?
Well, at the moment, I think they're going hard for Meany. So I'm not saying Meany's a marquee player, but
Again,
he can play that in a spine role at 6 or 1.
I don't think he's an out and out 6. I like Meany out in the centres, but you're not.
No, I like him out in the centres as well. I don't mind him at fullback, but he can fill that 6 role if need be. Like, he's solid enough that he could fill that role if you needed him to. They're gonna need a good 7.
That's not his regular position.
No,
he's going to be playing out of position. He's more of a back line.
Yeah, I think it comes with experience, though.
If he did go there, my first spot to put him would be fullback, really.
Yeah.
I don't think Melbourne let Meany go with Perth chasing Wishart as hard as what they are.
Yeah.
So if Wishart does go and chase that starting role, well, yeah, you can't let Nick Meany go because he's that goal kicker and he can fill in 6 to 7. You fill in at 1. You're losing Pappenhausen.
Yeah.
And,
well, that's the thing. Do you see Pappenhausen or Lomax go there?
If 360 doesn't get off the ground, probably.
Well, that's the thing.
They've left to chase money, basically, anyway. If 360 doesn't get off the ground, Perth's going to be offering both of them the most money.
Well, see, I was reading there the other day that Blasachek's manager has turned around and he said he won't be committing anything to Rugby 360. He'll be probably looking at pursuing with the Warriors again.
Yeah,
he said there's not enough information out there, so he's told him to stick around.
Yeah.
He's already taken a massive pay cut to stay with them, the Warriors and that, and he's out of contract, really. So
it's the same as what we said last week. There's not really that much information about what it actually is.
No.
It's just where it's all coming from. There's a lot of noise for it, and everyone's avoiding it now. I know Clint Newton said that the NRL wouldn't have any feet to stand on if they banned the players for 10 years because they can't restrict them from negotiating. But the NRL is pretty confident that they can.
Really, if you were an NRL player, what you'd be doing is you'd be letting it play a season, see what it's all about. If it's going to go through, then choose after that.
Yeah.
Because really, you're really walking into a black room, and then they get in there and they go, right, the season kicking off, and they turn the lights on and go, right, here you go.
Yeah.
Like, they don't know what they're walking into.
No, I reckon after Christmas, maybe it'll ramp up. I don't know. It just seems strange that you're not hearing rugby union players putting their hand up to go, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think rugby union players would be thinking about the World Cup next year. That international rugby's come out and said that if they go, they won't be eligible to play any international games. And even you're looking at these NRL players, they're all not spoken too much about for international duties. like Lomax was thereabouts in that Australian squad. But yeah, I think when you look at it that way, there's a lot more for those union players to lose. Those squads for the union internationals are a lot bigger than ours in league. So I think, yeah, after Christmas we'll probably hear a bit more, but until we know where the money's coming from, who backing it all, I don't think we're going to see them land anyone of any real value.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of World Cups, though, that bloody the rugby league draw announced the other day, and I think it was Fisher Harris saying also the other day that can't wait for New Zealand to play Australia, and it's going to happen. The first game of the Rugby League World Cup next year.
Yeah, well, that always happens in the World Cup. But I find it as a strange draw with the two pools play against each other, and then one pool plays. Rugby League World Cup's a bit of a mess.
Pool A's got 4 teams in it. Pool 3, 2 and 3 have only got 3 teams in it.
Yeah, I know that, but they've scaled back what the World Cup was. Like, they had more teams in it last time. But, like, I think a team like the US should be there to help with development. You know, there's teams there that could play that are missing. Italy usually have a pretty good turnout. I know Lebanon's strong usually. Tonga and Samoa should be there. Australia, New Zealand, England, all those teams should be there, but you still need these emerging nations that are a little bit behind to have these high-quality matches and have players go back and play for them and help. And scaling it back's not really... I don't think that's the right way to go. I think they should have put 2 more teams in there at least. But I don't know how you'd work the draw out unless you split it into 2 pools and done it that way, the top of each, so it's set up like a conference. So, yeah.
That whole Fisher Harris, and do you think New Zealand done enough in that Pacific Championship that they could knock Australia off? I think Australia are a better squad.
I think New Zealand might have.
I don't even think New Zealand played to their full capacity, really.
I think New Zealand pip Australia a lot easier than you think, to be honest. Big forward pack, backline's not too bad. It just depends. The foreign goes, they'll be looking for another halfback. Not really. They've got Hughes, so you slot Hughes in there with Brown. Anything could happen. And coming into the World Cup, the way that everything's standing now, you've got someone like Kalen Ponga, who probably won't play in that Australian team that New Zealand would love to have. Do they change the eligibility rule before the World Cup and make a big controversy of it?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't even put him in the team, but the New Zealand team, Ponga.
I'd put him in the New Zealand team. If him and Brown click, and then you got Crosland there as well. Crosland and Brown linked up pretty well.
Orange peeler.
I wouldn't even give him that position.
I don't know. Who knows where Ponga will be?
He'll be at the Knights. I was reading the other day, they interviewed him and he said that all this noise has been around since he's been at the Knights and there's not much you can do rather than say I'm staying, and people will make up their own mind, so he just gets on with doing what he's doing. So
that's what he said. He's going to see his contract out, he said.
That's all well and good.
He's only got 2 years left. So he's up for negotiation in November, and I'm pretty sure if he signs with somebody else come November 1 next year, I'm pretty sure Knights just release him early.
Yeah.
And as we've seen in every case ever throughout NRL, Super League, where there's smoke, there's fire, and Kalen Ponga keeps having all these lunches and all these meetings with all these high-class teams and managers and everything. He's lighting their own fire.
It also creates headlines.
He's keeping himself in the headlines, and then he comes out and doesn't want to be a part of it. He's the biggest crock of shit ever to lace up boots, and I'm pleased the Cowboys got rid of him.
But if
I heard a rumor he was going back.
No, he won't be coming back.
I heard he was going back. I heard Knights were chasing Drinkwater.
No,
Purdue. The swap.
Straight swap for Purdue. Fletch can go back to fullback, Purdue to 5'8".
Purdue's not a 5'8".
He'll be right.
We've seen it.
We'll see what happens. No, I got around watching some AFL this week. Not AFL, NFL. And I really like the Rams. Ravens are coming good with their 5 straight. Or 5 straight. Patriots, they're on a streak as well. The really good game the other day was friggin' Philadelphia Eagles playing the Dallas Cowboys, and the Dallas Cowboys come back to beat them from 21-0 down at halftime. I watched that game. That was pretty phenomenal. The Cowboys are going through a bit of a thing with a couple of weeks ago. The Cowboys had a player that committed suicide, and they're getting behind him, so it could prove to be a threat. So, yeah. I actually really like the Rams to win the Super Bowl, I think.
No.
They're a really strong team. I think Kansas City are done. They'll be thereabouts. Buffalo Bills are pissing me off because every time I pick them, they lose.
Stop picking them. We might win a multi.
I'm not. They weren't in our multi.
They were in yours.
Speaking of predictions, I got all mine right, and Zach got both of his wrong, so he's up for 3 golf hits. And we're not playing golf this week because I couldn't organise the kids to get looked after.
And I was going to say, yeah, I'm out this week too.
I'm playing golf this week, so you can both get fucked.
Where at?
Not telling you.
Boggy.
Secret squirrel business.
Down the road.
There's trees across the fairways at the moment, these storms.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had Mum ring me up before asking if we were all right because of the storm.
No.
Yeah.
Which one? We've copped 2. Yes, the Arvo in today as well.
I had a trampoline trying to fucking climb into my backyard yesterday, so we had to chase the bins up and down the street. It's been a bit wild.
It's not the worst thing you've had trying to climb your hedge.
No. No, it's not. On the APL, bit disappointed Liverpool getting beat 3-0 by Forest of all teams. I'd cop any other team, but not Forest at the moment because they did Ange dirty.
Liverpool's in the bin.
No.
They're done. Cooked.
Still a long season.
They're going to go from winning the Premier League to relegation.
I called it 2 pods ago that they're shit.
I
was they're going all right.
Ask how your draw ended up, Hoover.
Oh, look, I wasn't confident in it. Definitely wasn't confident in it.
I might mention to everyone that I did fuck up last week, that when I did my picks, I did pick the Women's A-League, and I got lucky because the women's team got up and the men's team went down to Perth. So, yeah. We just go around some ice hockey this week or not?
No ice hockey this week.
Oh, I haven't had a chance.
I've been watching heaps of fights on TikTok of the ice hockey.
How good is it? I didn't get a chance to I'm having withdrawals from ice hockey, I think. I've been loving it. Wow. Oh, you boys got anything else for sport you just wanted to talk about? T20 World Cup, is that?
Yeah, it's next year. Draws were announced for that as well.
Why does it feel like that every World Cup's on next year for some reason? You've got Rugby League World Cup, Rugby Union, soccer, cricket. That never happens. Normally soccer's this year, rugby's this year, Rugby League. Yeah, is it just me?
Doing it all before the Olympics.
The cricket runs multiple World Cups in one day.
I understand that. That. They've got the test one and all of that as well, but cricket's a bit different. But normally Rugby Union League and soccer aren't all in the same year.
We'll see the following year.
Olympics is on
the following year, 28, isn't it? In Brisbane.
Yeah. Nah, is Olympics in Brisbane? No, it's Commonwealth Games coming to Brisbane.
It could be.
No, the Olympics is 2032 or something. Is the Brisbane one?
Oh, yeah.
But the next Olympics is in LA, and the next FIFA World Cup's in America as well, which is next year.
Yeah.
So,
and the Rugby Union World Cup's definitely next year.
Yeah, I'll avoid Brisbane when the Olympics come there.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably the biggest draw, that T20 World Cup draw, is India and Pakistan, and the big fire that was lit in the last championship last year. So that'll be one game that I'll be watching.
Yeah, they're pretty fiery, the India and Pakistan.
Yeah,
that's what happens when you've been at war with each other, I suppose.
Yeah, but it was a lot to do with just a simple handshake. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you've mentioned to me before that friggin' the Indians walk around with their hand in their pocket, so...
Yeah. I will look at Coley and Constas, the test match last year, so it's just arrogance on two legs. So.
Yeah. Does get a bit like that. And can I say, the Cricket World Cup was in America, last year? Or was it this year? The one day?
Not this year.
Nah.
It was last year. I feel like cricket's growing in America because it's been coming up a lot more through American stuff.
I think it's just all sort of sports. They sort of, all sports will sort of move throughout the world. It just happens to be they're in that sort of American transition at the moment.
Yeah, I only say it because America have put in for the next Rugby League World Cup as well and are probably very likely to get it with the Las Vegas going as well as what it is at the moment. So
yeah, but America, I don't know what happens once everyone's played in Vegas. Where do they go then? Miami?
Play everyone again. It's only like a 5-year deal. Not everyone's going to get a chance to play in Vegas. So, and then they'll negotiate with the highest bidder that might take it. It might end up in England.
Every team will get to play in Vegas because there'll be 20 teams come the last year over there.
Yeah. What if they were to move that after the deal and went to somewhere like Vancouver or Toronto and took it to Canada? Because I feel like Canada, they'd stand up and take a bit more notice than what America would.
Bring the Wolfpack back.
I thought the Wolfpack was a great idea. I know it didn't work out, but I think that had more to do with COVID than anything.
I'm trying to sign Sonny Bill as your marquee player.
Well, he had shares in the club, so they were already a thing before he signed that.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they weren't a full scale one though. But
I think the idea behind it was the right idea.
I don't think it'll stay in America. I think that once that 5-year deal's up, that's when they'll go global and they'll start sending everyone to play. Well, everyone will play that first round abroad.
Yeah.
And then they've all got the equal 11-day turnaround or whatever it is before playing round 2. I think that's what will happen.
Yeah. Another thing that I will mention that come out this week, the Knights have asked for an exemption for a 16-year-old player that they've signed to start training with the first grade squad because you're not supposed to train until you're 18. That's what the Roosters had to do with Sawali and stuff. Usually those exemptions are only asked for very, very special players.
Oh, he'll go to Union in 2 years' time.
Yeah, well, there's that too because he did come from Union as well. So I remember. I can't remember if I read Sonny Bill's book or watched an interview. Apparently, it's a lot easier that when they pitch rugby union and your path to playing first grade is a lot longer before you make it and you start making money out of it compared to rugby league. Like you can make money straight away without even playing first grade, and they can negotiate for them to make first grade a lot quicker, and that's why they tend to sign with NRL clubs to start their careers off.
I think I've read that somewhere before about the path to first grade's a lot easier to coming through that rugby league. And I don't know, Knights have got a lot more dramas. They can bring a 16-year-old in, that's all well and good, but they've got to be able to retain these juniors. That's a big drama at the Knights. They've always had that drama. They bring these locals through. They finally get a crack and then they get let to release. Just go to Sydney because they're still an hour and a half away from home. They can travel up to see all their family in the valley. And the Knights have got to put a stop to it. They've got to keep players local.
I think that's what's changed in Newcastle over the next couple of years. It'll be a lot more junior retention and focusing on building the juniors. You've seen the success Penrith have had through it, so it might be a bit of a same situation. It's just going to take 3, 4, 5 years for it to start bearing the fruit, and you've got to be patient for it. And that's what Penrith did very well. So, yeah. Oh, he's ready to get on to...
Also, the Storm might have found their replacement as well.
Yeah.
Hetherington.
Yeah.
I don't mind Hetherington. He's got a little bit of shit in his game, but he's still got that mongrel about him, and I think a Craig Bellamy type coach might do him well, and I think he might excel in
Well,
Melbourne.
that's
but
the thing. All they're doing is replacing fucking Big Nelson. Because
Yeah,
Nelson and Hetherington pretty much the same attitude, really.
yeah, yeah. So I wonder if Nelson will end up at Parramatta like he wants to. So I think it's more Nelson talking about it more than Parramatta are. So to be fair, but he must be running out of options. Though Perth would probably have him to be completely fair. So yeah, you just want to jump onto some gaming. So been a big week in gaming. I've got myself a new setup. The idea behind it's to use my laptop as a PC thing and the monitor to play the games and stuff like that, which I've set it up so that I can do that. I've got my PS5 in here as well. I was playing on it today. It's pretty good, to be fair. I talked to you about it earlier, Zach, and I was going to work, driving around work last night and thinking about should I just bite the bullet and just build my own PC and like we can document it through the podcast, what dramas I come up, what I do, get feedback from listeners and stuff on what to do, what not to do. And honestly, with the PC, you can just interchange bits and pieces. You're never out of date. Like you're not waiting for the PS6 to come out and stuff like that. You can just make your own thing and you can get the full effect of what everything is off the bat and have it set up your own way. So it's kind of intrigued me, and I think I'm going to commit to actually trying to build a PC for myself and see how I go with it. So yeah, well, that's what I think my future beholds anyway. So what do you reckon?
do you need a witness for divorce papers?
Maybe.
Well,
I did tell Amanda today. I did tell her that, and she's like, "I'm trying to save for a house," and then we went and bought all this shit. So
I mean, I witnessed your wedding, so I'm just going to nominate Hoover to witness your divorce.
I already told Amanda. I said you're gonna have to listen to the episode this week because your dick's gonna be in and out of my mouth because she's done so much for me this week, and I feel bad, and I might have kind of been looking at trips to Fiji for Christmas for her. The other big thing in games this week, Zach, did you play Cricket 26 yet?
No, I did not. I decided that I would leave it for the first week, let them iron out all their bugs and do all their patches and whatnot. Watched a fair bit of gameplay, and yeah, a lot of people have complained about a few bugs, but you get that with every game. So, and I tend to do this with a lot of games. I'll leave it for the first week or two. Did it with Battlefield. I've done it in the past with Ark, and actually, I think Ark was the only one I jumped straight on board. But yeah, I just think leaving it for that first week or two, let them iron out the bugs, get those patches in, and then go from there.
Yeah. Well, I downloaded Project Motorsport. We've been looking forward to it, talking about it, how the career mode just looked amazing, the idea behind it, and I'm going to be as honest as I can be. It disappointed me. Playing it today, like I haven't put a huge amount of hours into it. I've played probably the beginning of it. There is no depth in that career mode whatsoever. All you're doing is you start your race team, you buy your first car, and you've got three fucking, what's it called, championships that you can compete in. You go racing that. Yeah, you've got to worry about damage to your car throughout the race and stuff like that. But it's not really bad. It doesn't affect you that much that eventually you just stop worrying about the damage and just get on with it. Not to mention in the career mode, the single player, the AI cars, or the other cars, they just plow into you when you're trying to go around them anyway, which is something that I know that they're going to address. But I just think it was just really underwhelming that there's no depth in it. You can't do up your own livery on your car. You've got to pick from the default ones that are pretty crap, really. So there's no depth in it whatsoever. There's no building it up. There's no news reports or anything like that to make it feel like you're a racer or anything like that. The gameplay is not too bad. It's hard to get used to the handling of the cars and stuff to start with, but it's not. The gameplay is fine. I just think that the career mode, it wasn't what it was promised. They made it sound like it was going to be something amazing, and I think they could have implemented the same thing, but you're just a rookie racer coming through and have challenges from a team that have signed you rather than trying to run your own team. So,
well, I guess I'll save some money because we will.
and I don't blame you. I haven't played online to see what that's like. I know there's been a lot of complaining about it. I come off night shift this morning, been running around, and I ended up falling asleep while I was playing it. But
Just like normal driving.
I'm gonna keep playing it for the next week to see how interested I was in it. But even driving around in it, I lost that motivation to keep playing it, and I went and jumped on Battlefield 6 for a good 20 minutes. I've got this brand new freaking gaming monitor on here, and the best I can get out of it's 60 frames per second. Put Battlefield on, and it jumps up to 120. So I think it's been poorly. I just think there could be more depth in it. I think the right idea is there. I just think they've implemented it not the way that I want it to be. But it's still solid gameplay. The actual racing and that's not too bad. I've got to turn up my level a little bit. I think it's in between 100 and that. But I've still got a little bit more fiddling with it. I probably won't rate it until maybe next week when I've put a good weekend's worth into it to see what it's actually like. I'm not allowed to have my steering wheel until Christmas, so that's another thing that might be a bit better on the steering wheel. But yeah, just that. I think the career mode was the thing I was looking forward to the most, and the fact that there's just nothing. There's nothing there other than earning the cash to fill your garage with cars to compete in other races. Like there's nothing else there. Well, I know there's DLCs and all of that coming out, but it's just a bit disappointing, that's all. This week I've seen that the creators or the brain behind Way of the Hunter, which is another hunting game that I've got played, don't mind it. I love the concept behind it. Probably didn't put as much time into it as what I would have liked to, but I think just other games come up and stuff because I still go back to it every now and then. Call of the Wild's probably still the top one, but the creators behind Way of the Hunter have been teasing that they're bringing out another hunting game. Zach, you played a little bit of Way of the Hunter, not much to mention on it. Do you think second time round, new generation consoles, do you think they get it better and improve on the last one? There's not much information about it other than they've teased that they're doing another one.
Yeah, well, I watched a tease that it's just going to be Way of the Hunter 2.
Yeah, but they can still implement new stuff in it.
Yeah, till we get a little bit more information, I'll hold off on that comment for now. But I did enjoy the Way of the Hunter. Like you said, Call of the Wild though. I like the Call of the Wild. I enjoyed all the DLCs that have come out, and I did watch the new DLC for Call of the Wild getting released on the 9th of December and in Scotland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which actually looks really good. The only downfall that I've got with a lot of these hunting games is they're all the same animals, just in different maps, really.
For Call of the Wild.
Well, that too, yeah. But I think from someone that goes to fibber shooting that in real life, I find that they've sort of missed the mark a little bit. There's a little bit of depth to it, and I haven't played it for a while now, but I think you could really fine-tune the ability to actually stalk and hunt the animals.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to just spot a red deer from half a kilometre away, shoot it and double lung it, and get the trophies. Like, very rare occasion that you can pull that off in real life, especially with your surroundings, trees and scrubs and everything. Yeah, you can go a little bit more in depth with the Way of the Hunter, and I think if they can conquer that, they'll come out on top.
Yeah. So, Hoover,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing this weekend?
This weekend,
Yeah.
Working.
I don't know if I got to work yet. I might have to. Probably gonna do some stuff at home. Maybe. Actually, I did see there the other day that Snow Runner is cheap at the moment on PS4.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
recommend it. If it's cheap, there's heaps of Black Friday deals on at the moment. So,
I think it's only
yeah.
$23 or something like that. I did look at it, but
Oh, it'd definitely be worth it for what you want to play on it. But
the thing is, but I don't know if it's a game.
I was going to say to you that have a look at Call of the Wild, and we'll try to tee up with Zach and find a time over the weekend, and we'll sit down and have a couple of drinks and play some online Call of the Wild and introduce you to it and stuff like that. So,
Well, see, Bray's only got it on the Xbox.
Call of the Wild.
Yeah,
I think on the PS Store, I'm pretty sure it's on the free one. If not,
yeah,
it wouldn't be that expensive.
yeah.
You'll be missing all the DLC maps, like the extra maps and stuff, but it's still got two pretty solid maps. For the first ones, there's like one in Europe, and then there's another one that's in North America, and we might just go play the North American one and go chase around some moose and stuff and have a bit of fun if you want.
Well, I only just realised because I was on the PlayStation Store there the other day, and I was looking at Mud Runner 1, and there was heaps of other like cars in there that you could get for free.
Yeah.
And I just went in there and bought a heap, and now I got shitloads of cars all over the map.
You know what? I do that stuff all the time. I'll go into games and not realise that there's free friggin' things included and download them heaps later and just have heaps of shit for no reason. I
Yeah,
think I
I
did
got
that with Battlefield 6. There was like extra guns and skins and shit that I got with me Battle Pass, and I just like downloaded them, didn't even know what they were for. So,
I got
yeah.
seven extra trucks now, and like all my garages are full, so I've
Yeah.
just got them parked like just down the road from it.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy SnowRunner a bit more because that's an open world game.
Yeah,
But I haven't played Mud Runner in a while. So, but SnowRunner's definitely better. Expeditions, okay. It's a little bit different. But yeah, and then there's Roadcraft, which isn't really a Mud Runner game. It's just made by the people of Mud Run with the same physics and stuff. But I still enjoy that because you're building roads and stuff like that, which is pretty good. And that's the newer one. But yeah. Anyway, when I was driving around in the truck and I heard about the Way of the Hunter bringing out a new game, I was sitting there thinking, what would I want to implement into a hunting game that would make me really enjoy it? And I come up with a few ideas, and I want you boys to give me some feedback. Listeners, send in stuff, give us feedback on what you think or anything like that. So I think you should have your player owns a hunting reserve somewhere. Could be anywhere, America, Australia, whatever. You just own a hunting reserve. You got to do ethnical hunting, trophy lodge, but you build your own cabin. So you can go around, you collect your wood and do a sort of crafting thing and build your own little homestead thing out on the reserve. Make that your trophy lodge. It's got its own ecosystem, so it's got predators and stuff. The predators can overpopulate and start killing all the deer and all of that. That you've got to go and hunt that particular type of species to try and cut them down and things like that. But you can also overhunt that they actually go extinct and they'll disappear from your map altogether. Yeah, you got to manage that wildlife in the reserve, and you can. I'd like to see it that you could break down your rifles and add different pieces and stuff like that as well. Like, not Call of Duty, break it down, make it colourful, but being able to put new bolts in it or having to clean your gun or it breaks down over time or something like that. It adds something extra to it, maybe a little bit of fishing. Yeah, and the cleaner and the more pristine that your reserve is, the better the trophies that you get. So it gives you that sort of objective. So I think that'd be a pretty cool concept, and it'd keep you coming back and engaged in it.
Well, that's where you said breaking down your guns and all that. You could have it where you've got to go source your ammo, and you could have to build your own shells and all that.
Yeah,
You
you
could
can do
have
that.
that as well.
Yeah,
Instead of
use
just
money to
having,
buy in the gunpowder and yeah, do your own thing. That wouldn't be too bad, I don't think.
You got to use money in Call of Wild to buy ammo and stuff anyway.
Yeah, well, I know
So
that.
that's very similar. But I've always said a hunting game with a survival background
Yeah.
would be a game that I'd play for days and hours on
Yeah.
end. A hunting game with where the animals hunt you too.
Yeah, that's what I mean with the predators and stuff. You can get overwhelmed by it, but the predators actually attack you and stuff, and you've got to actually keep on top of it.
You see that in Call of the Wild where you see the animals charge at you and they do knock you over, the buffalo and everything. And
Yeah.
But yeah, you just restart and away you go and
Yeah.
go back to hunting that same beast. But yeah, something that where the elements actually take over too. Like when you're affected by the rain, you're affected by your hunger and your thirst.
Yeah.
As well.
Mm.
Like
So in the
doing
Call of
bit,
the Wild, do you have it where you can go stalk as well, where you got to like
Yeah.
yeah, you can
go
stalk
them
right
out,
in,
then you've got to
and
and
Call of the Wild's proper hunting. Basically are in a reserve, but you start off with one gun, and then you've got little missions there that you play in the story mode. Online, it's a
it's
little bit different. You
$40.
can set up games, or you've got to get so many white-tailed deer and so many red deer, or one of each species on the map and stuff like that. Coyotes, there's all different. It's just a massive map, and you just wander around. You can get a quad that you drive around on to get different places. You can jump from spots. You get hunting pressure. So if you hunt one spot too much, the animals will stay away from there. You've got feeding zones. You got hunting. You hunt ducks. Everything. That's why we've been telling you, you'd love this game. It's just you got up into your ute, you went out the bush, and you went chasing pigs.
Yeah, righto.
There's pigs in the European map that you'll have. There is DLCs. There's an Australian map on there. You can go shoot roos, pigs, deer.
Yeah.
So there's magpie goose. There is heaps on there. It's just whether or not you want to put the money forward to get it. You don't have to get every map. Ones that interest you. The Australia one's really good, and the Africa one's really good.
Yeah.
I like the New Zealand one.
Yeah, the New Zealand one's not too bad. So Silver Ridge wasn't too bad. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. This weekend, if we just jump online, we play a few games on Call of the Wild, introduce you to it. You've got something. We can get your opinion from someone fresh that hasn't played. You probably haven't played a hunting game in years.
No.
So
the last hunting game I played was Big Buck Hunter.
Yeah, no. Well, this is completely different. It's just open world. You can do your own thing. You don't even have to do the missions. You can go hunt what you want to, and you can get your trophy. And then they've got different levels of what the trophy is to get a better trophy. And then on top of that, you can have a great one that shows up every now and then. That's the ultimate trophy that you've got to try and get. And you get that pressure from trying to hunt this deer that's a mythical. It's not even just deer. They've got all different sorts of great ones you can get now. So I think that game, they've developed it really well to keep it going because it's like a 2015 game.
Yeah,
so it's been going for nearly 10 years and it's still going strong. I'd love to see them do a next-gen version with upgraded graphics and Call of the Wild 2, but I don't see it happening. It's kind of like GTA 5 thing where they don't really need to bring the next one out because they're making too much money off the current one.
Yeah.
So you go to North America, you can chase bear. It's really good. You got the tracks. You can do tracking. You look at their scat to see how old it is, how fresh it is, stuff like that. You got to set up downwind. You got to keep your noise down. It's just like proper hunting, and that's why we enjoy it so much. Where the hunt is a little bit different, where you've got to manage your herds to try and breed better trophies, and there's more story to that one than there is for Call of the Wild. So
yeah, righto.
Yeah. So Saturday, Sunday, I'm off all weekend. Yeah, whenever you get a chance, if you're sitting around and just want to sit down and have a beer and play some games,
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have a look at it. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But I'm pretty confident that it's free on the PlayStation Store if you've got the subscription.
No.
If not, it's not?
No.
How much is it?
$40.
I'll send you the $40. I'm not even joking. I'll send you the $40 to buy it.
Send me the $40.
Fuck you, you've already got it.
Well, send me the $40 to put it towards buying a carton of beer to drink beers whilst playing Call of the Wild.
You've already got beers in the fridge.
Yeah,
and
but
more than
then
likely they're not your beers.
they fucking certainly are my beers.
I sent you a message the other day after we were talking about Far Cry the other day. It was confirmed it is in Alaska, which I'm actually pretty excited for. I just love that sort of environment. I think it's going to be pretty cool in a Far Cry setting. I'm going to love it. But they also announced that they're doing a TV series for Far Cry. You haven't played Far Cry, Hoover, so you wouldn't know what to look for. And there was a Far Cry movie that I had ages ago. Zach, would you watch Far Cry series?
I could probably get around it.
I can definitely get around it if they do it right. So they've said that they're going to have every season is going to be in a different environment, just like the games.
Yeah, they'd have to really hit the mark of it because you'd lose a lot of people's interest pretty quick.
Well, I think video games, they struggled with movies, but the TV series like Fallout, The Last of Us, they've been doing really, really well. I think they're better set up as a TV series. They're better suited to that. Like an Assassin's Creed TV series would probably work more with the depth of the story and stuff compared to the movie that they made. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you can take so many different perspectives on a game to turn it into a TV series or a movie because everyone has that different interpretation of it.
Yeah.
Like, I play different games different to what you do, and just all comes down to people's strategies and shit and how they want to play. So that's what I mean. Like, they want to make it into a series. That's all well and good, but it will come down to how people play those games and do the missions within those games, to how they interpret the series.
Yeah. And they're also doing a Call of Duty movie, which I'm not too excited about. I'll probably watch it. It might be alright, but...
Nah, I probably will not get around it.
Yeah. Who's ready for predictions this week? Or he's got anything else?
I got nothing.
I'm throwing it out there that I had a conversation with Jason, and we have worked out that he is actually cutting out my Haru.
I'm not cut.
Yes, he cut it out last week.
No, what happens is, because he says Haru and it's not an actual sentence, the software doesn't pick it up as being a sentence. When I go in and put into the AI to shorten our speech, to shorten our gaps between words where we and get rid of ums and ahs, when I say shorten the time between the speaking, it shortens it up and cuts him out because it doesn't recognise it as a sentence. If Zach says, that's a Haru for me, see you guys, it'll stay there. Because he goes, Haru, thinks it's background noise and it cuts it out. So it's his own fault for not speaking English and like a Yeti.
It's your fault for not being able to edit things properly.
No.
Because now you're just cheating using AI. We're putting all our trust in you to be able to edit this correctly, and all you're telling us is
that's what the program I've got designed for.
You're using AI and we're getting all these jabs messages saying they could do it cheaper for us.
They're not editing promotion. For promotion, I'll do it myself.
Charging us a fortune to be on this podcast with you, and you're cheating the system.
He's ready for predictions.
I think me and Zach have got the same one.
Yeah, well, you go first, Hoover, because I've got 4 picked there.
We'll see. I've only got 2. That's it. I've got 2.
Yeah, put your 2 in there, and then
mine are both. The Dallas Cowboys aren't favourites. They're $2.
Who are they playing?
Dallas Cowboys are playing Kansas City.
Yeah, they'll probably do that one. The Cowboys are living off hype at the moment. Oh, they beat Philadelphia though, so it's up to you, man. You can pick them.
Yeah,
I get it wrong more times than I don't. Denver Broncos are fucking likely to make a Super Bowl, and I told you no when they won that. So don't listen to me. I keep picking the Bills for some reason.
And they beat Kansas City.
Yeah.
But North Melbourne over Brisbane Lion, I think that's a...
Is that the grand final this week?
Yeah, that's grand final, girls' grand final.
Yeah,
North Melbourne, they've just been smashing everyone.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there at the moment that are riding the Brisbane Lions women home because it will be all four Brisbane teams to win grand finals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
like how they
then,
leave out the raw. They're just not important.
well, you've got the Brisbane Heat women's and men's cricket teams too. So
Yeah.
Queensland Bulls are going pretty good. They could win something this year too.
Yeah. So you got North Melbourne and Dallas Cowboys.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not going to doubt you. The Cowboys have been going well. Kansas City are here or there. They do need to move their ass to get a wild card spot maybe, but Kansas City have kind of lost that aura this year, I think. So, and the Cowboys did come back 21 points to beat Philadelphia, who are Super Bowl champions at the moment. So,
And they're both roughly sitting with their wins and losses too. They're both roughly sitting around the same.
yeah.
I think Dallas Cowboys are a little bit better than Kansas City, but yeah.
Yeah. No, don't listen to me.
We don't.
Yeah.
That's good.
You're a Liverpool supporter.
What do you got, Zach? I got up last week, so I got both of mine. So Zach's on 3 hits for the golf ball. Hoover's on 1. I'm on 1. So I get 3 chances to absolutely smack him.
Yeah, but we also don't pick $1 favourites.
He's also can't come up with a date to friggin' play golf. So these could accumulate into 45 each.
I told you this weekend you're still got to ask your wife.
Where are you playing at?
You can't come. You've got your wife and children to think about.
Well, Amanda's at work, and I've got to watch the kids, and I already told Mum not to worry about it. And Mum, they're staying at Mum's next weekend. We can do next weekend.
All Marin's excuses.
Next Sunday, I can definitely do.
I think I've got golf next weekend.
I'm busy next weekend.
Okay, I'll go play by myself.
You've been doing that.
Find out I can buy $200 worth of golf balls and claim it back through work though. So I'm going to go get some Pro V1s, 2 boxes.
What, you're going to lose them?
Or I'm just going to take half of them and put them in my bag. So
yeah, I'm going to go get. I've got $200 left to claim back before I put my form in for my membership, and I'm going to claim back some Pro V1s.
So where are you going with, Jason?
What are your tips? I got mine right.
Doesn't matter.
I'm backing my teams this week, so I've got Liverpool to beat West Ham, and I've got the Ravens to beat the Bengals. Divisional game, make it 6, 7 in a row. So Super Bowl's coming, I'm telling you.
Well, that's not going to happen because for them to win the Super Bowl, they've got to beat the Patriots, and they're going to win this week and continue their run right through the rest of the season and win the bowl.
I think Patriots-Ravens game would be a very, very good game at this stage of the season.
It'd be a whitewash Patriots to win.
No.
And my other tip will be City to beat Leeds.
The Patriots and City?
I was looking at North Melbourne to win the AFLW Grand Final, but Hoover's beat me to it this week.
Yeah. All right. Well, you got anything else? Hoover's disappeared.
No, I'm still here. Just wait.
Hoover's looking at Tottenham.
Yes, I did have a look at them and I thought, fuck, should I or shouldn't I?
They play Arsenal, no. We said this the other day when we were talking about it, and we said, I bet Hoover picks Tottenham over Arsenal.
Well, I did look at it, and I thought, do I? And then I thought, nah, better not.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, own little bet, Hoover. You got to still put your 2 bets in it. Last week you just gone through, put all these other ones. I'm like, where's the actual 2 that he was betting on?
You've been freaking supporting another podcast.
Yeah, I'm not going that horse, man. I only found out that the fucking horse was crook anyway.
Did they say that?
Yeah. That looks after the horse. It's at Rose Hill, and yeah, he said it was crook after its shots.
Who's got anything else this week? Any achievements?
No, not at the moment.
No?
Just a busy weekend.
Yeah. It's all right. You send us a message when you've got it downloaded, and I'll send you the money. We're doing this.
I might have a PlayStation 5 to play by this weekend.
It'll improve its graphics, and yeah, it's still a PS4 game.
Bray's got one sitting in his card at the moment, PlayStation 5, and a new monitor and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's bye from us anyway. He's going to
See
do
you
the.
later. Hi, my name's Ben. See you later.
He's just not
Or,
going to say it.
or would you like me to say goodbye? My name is Ben. See you later.
Ben the flower man. Oh, I forgot to do. Well, I'll have to leave this in. I got a recommendation for your gamer tag.
Yeah.
Henry Hoover.
Henry Hoover.
Yeah, one of those vacuum cleaners.
Oh, yeah.
Fisky sent it through to me before when I was talking to him about my new gaming setup. So
Henry Hoover.
yeah,
It might work.
might work. We'll just call you Henry.
Yeah.
I'm here with Henry and Zach. All right, bye from me.
I guess it's a hooroo from me.
And a see you later from me.
All right, I'll talk to you. Thank you for joining Zach Hoover and I on the Incoherent Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts from, also head over to our Facebook page and follow us there. We're also on Instagram, the Incoherent Podcast. Thank you. Bye.